Join me as I challenge myself to spend the entire night at this creepy camp all alone. I've always been fascinated by the idea of spending a night in a supposedly haunted location, and this camp is rumored to be one of the most active paranormal hotspots in the area. As I stand here, looking out at the eerie silence of the woods, I'm feeling a mix of excitement and apprehension. What will the night bring? As I prepared for this adventure, I couldn't help but think about all the creepy legends associated with this camp. People have reported seeing shadow figures, hearing disembodied voices, and even experiencing unexplained paranormal activity. I've heard stories of campers who have set up their tents only to flee in the middle of the night, too scared to stay. I have to admit, it's a little intimidating. I spent hours researching the camp's history, trying to separate fact from fiction. I read about the tragedies that have occurred here, the accidents, and the unexplained events that have been documented over the years. The more I learned, the more I realized that this place has a reputation for being one of the most haunted camps in the country. I've got to admit, I'm a little nervous about what might happen tonight. I've set up my gear, my cameras, and my audio recorders, hoping to capture some evidence of the paranormal activity that's rumored to occur here. But despite my preparations, I can't shake off the feeling that I'm being watched, that there's something lurking just out of sight, waiting for me to let my guard down. As I walk through the camp, I'm struck by the eerie silence. The only sounds are the creaks and groans of the old wooden structures, the rustling of leaves in the wind, and the occasional hoot of an owl in the distance. It's as if the entire forest is holding its breath, waiting to see what will happen next. The darkness seems to press in on me from all sides, making me feel claustrophobic and uneasy. I keep looking over my shoulder, expecting to see something lurking in the shadows. Every snap of a twig or rustle of leaves makes me jump, my heart racing with anticipation. I've set up my tent in the center of the camp, hoping to be in the heart of the action. As I sit here, waiting for the night to unfold, I can feel the weight of the camp's history bearing down on me. I'm not sure what the night will bring, but I'm ready to face whatever comes my way. The most intense moment of my night was when I heard a loud, unexplained bang coming from one of the abandoned buildings on the edge of the camp. I was sitting in my tent trying to relax when suddenly I was jolted out of my seat. I froze, my heart racing, as I tried to process what had just happened. I grabbed my flashlight and cautiously made my way toward the source of the noise, my senses on high alert. As I approached the building, I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end. The air was thick with an eerie energy, and I could sense that I was being watched. I slowly pushed open the creaky door, my heart pounding in my chest, and that's when I saw it. A door that had been locked was now open, and it was like someone or something had just walked out of it. I stood there for what felt like an eternity, frozen in fear, trying to make sense of what I was seeing. It was as if I had stumbled into something that I wasn't supposed to see, something that was meant to remain hidden. I knew in that moment that I had to get out of there, to get back to the safety of my tent and process what had just happened. Looking back on my experience, I realized that fear is what drives us to push beyond our comfort zones. It's what makes us question the unknown and seek out answers. Spending the night at this creepy camp has taught me that fear is a natural part of life, and it's how we respond to it that matters. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. If you've had a creepy camp experience, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And if you want to see more adventure videos, be sure to check out my channel and hit that subscribe button.